All right, we have to proceed from where we left last time. For the sake of those that are accessing me for the first time, my name is Andani Humphrey, the legendary king. And I've decided on myself to keep on putting information out here. And probably one person will come across this information and their lives won't remain the same. I don't want to dispute the fact that the world has really gotten spoiled and many things are not in order. And we are supposed to live a good life regardless of what's happening under the sun. At times I walk on the streets of Nairobi and in other places in this country and I see people. I just sit somewhere and I just have a look at people. And I'm asking myself many questions. Why did God decided that people should be different? Starting from their physique, their thinking, their color, and of course, everything about them. And on the other hand, the governments of this world have also produced us in different capacities in terms of our professional competence. And many questions and many answers rings through my head without really forgetting that each person has been designed by unique identities, starting with your DNA. And that is to mean you're supposed to have an ecocentrically single life, a singular life. Systems may try to put us together. You might be studying in the same school, going in the same church, working in the same environment, designing the same programs, but you're not the same. You're not the same. That rule is defined naturally by your creator. Everybody is unique in your own making. And if you appreciate that fact that you're different and that God has created you for a unique purpose, then it gives you an atmosphere even to work a little bit better and become intelligent and make things go right. This is an extension of a clip that is out here on the power of your decisions. And I remember I was engaging our thoughts, or rather your thoughts, to just show you that the fact that you're born, one day you will die. That's a guarantee. It might be natural man made death, but at the end of the day, you're gonna die. In later things, I'm working on something called NTS, Spiritual Inspiration Center. This is a home of excellent minded kids and children of the Most High. There will be sharing a lot of spiritual inspirations. But again, you can avoid the natural deaths, the man-made deaths, and just wait for your natural death. But before then, there is so much you're gonna do. I know that you guys you have power to choose. And that's why young people at the very tender age where they're supposed to be making sober decisions for their great future, they choose just to do crazy things. Honestly, they want to compete with people. You can't compete with poor successful. You can't even argue them. You can't argue with people who know what they want, where they're going, and people who know how they reach their destiny. You should be able to always ask yourself if anybody tend to question you or question your integrity or question your decisions, you should be able to ask yourself if that person is really telling you facts and factuals. Of course, some they speak out of an intention to help you become a better person, even more than them. They are likely not to be the person they want you to become. And that's the essence of any mentor, motivation speaker, or counselor. They raise people, even parents, to become better versions than themselves. And I see young people engaging in irrelevant fights. They want what we call superiority complex. They want to judge others because of the guilt in their hearts. They want to make the whole thing look like, you know what, you're doing wrong. When even you're not doing wrong. They just want to make it look like, what you're doing, man, is not good. But I can assure you, you are alone. You're alone in these operations. You must learn to acknowledge that you're alone. You're alone in this war. You're alone in these deals. You're alone. Even the so called your fiancés, they may not be there when you need them the most. Design yourself as an individual. I began to engage decisions when I was 10 years old. My story may not be relevant or equivocated to all of you, but I can assure you there's something about this motivation talk that you must acknowledge. A motivation talk for a good person who knows what they're doing, and poor, self driven people have the zyke and the zeal of God in them. They are not motivating you to tell you to be like them. They're actually entering your thoughts to show you that you must work out yourself. You must bring in existence that thing that God has placed inside you. That thing, that great person in you. You must bring the person on board. And there are many routes to that. The decisions you engage every day, they are either killing the person who is in you or expanding the powers and the capacity of that person into the present reality. Not you, me. There's no harm. You choose what you want. There's no damage. You engage. Um, Nobody is seeing you. Of course, your friends have told you it's a good thing. Your mind is telling you you can try it. The only thing that Jesus and God did that is not, I think it wasn't to be that way. They allowed us to make choices, to engage in decisions. And you must be very, very, very smart. I tell you, I don't know why you're born and you're big like this and you are going to perish if you're not careful. I don't know why you should live and people should not benefit from you. I don't know why you should live and your wife and husband are not enjoying your presence and your children are not feeling the presence of their father and mother. I don't know why you're living if that is you. I mean, you should be able to do something about yourself. I know, guys, you have what you call single channel minds. Like, I want job, I want money, I want good life. Those things are just they don't add up as you're thinking. You must be able to be dynamic in your thinking. You must be able to establish many avenues of success and just be a good kid. Be a good kid. Be a smart, intelligent, focused, excellent young man or woman and just say no to the wrong things and yes to the good things. I don't discourage interactions because trust me, it's out of the interactions that you gain knowledge and wisdom to explore your world. Me, I'll talk to you. I like talking. By the way, I watch my videos and I get inspired. So if even it's not for the sake of anyone else watching, it is for the sake of me watching and acknowledging the far that God has brought me and the integrity and the wisdom that God has inserted in me just for one person out here. They say that the prophets are never accepted in their own backyards. The truth is, it's not about show off, it's not about CV, it's not about publicity, and it's not about economic gain. It's about helping young person, just one young person out here, to live a good life. It is possible. It is possible. You can do it, I tell you. You can do it. It doesn't matter what has just happened 1 minute ago. You can do it. You can do it. Trust me, it's just a possible mechanism. You just need to explode, or rather, just bring on board the capacity you're carrying inside you. Before even you engage external knowledge, external information, the original key to your greatness was born with you. And you must go inside yourself and seek it. And you must be a youth who acknowledges spiritual beginnings and spiritual endings. You must be able to code your life in the spiritual channel. Those are the young people we are talking about. Those are the young intellects we are engaging with. You must be in a position to acknowledge, deal with, manage, go through, and build big future through the challenges you're facing. The world is there, the Europeans, the Americans, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, everybody is existing. They're not better than you, trust you me. I've done my homework very well. They only became brighter or bright earlier than us. And nowadays we outbeat them by thinking by far. As we move towards self acceptance, that as an African nation, we can grow ourselves and build our own things. You are not an exemplary. But a fact to be pondered, there are things in the spiritual arena that arrest people not to achieve the great future they're thinking about. And among it is the names you guys you're carrying. You're named after some fellas who are not excellent. Another thing is a generational curse. To some of you guys, you're carrying generational curses that pull you down to low zones and you don't acquire resources. And I was surveying the internet and I was seeing what people are posting as videos, as movies. And trust me, yes, there is money in internet, but sometimes money just make everything to go bad. A lot of people are posting wrong information. A lot of people are posting, content. Even their life they are living is not what they're acting. And they know these things. But you, with your crazy thoughts, you're manipulated. You think that that's their lifestyle. Trust me, they're crying in their houses, but what they're acting is still a different life. I don't like hypocrisy. I need real young men, intelligent, superb, those who speak the truth. They're there. I have friends already, you guys. You talk to me every day. You're great people. You motivate me to talk to you more and just challenge your mind. I'm not here to judge anyone or say you're doing wrong. Mark you me. If my past became a great now, then no one is doing wrong. We just need to put shields and ensure that whatsoever you're doing that's not correct should not go on. You must start changing and alternating to good things. So when you talk of decisions, every day you're making decisions, including the place you sit while you are watching. That's a decision. Including the place you sleep, the type of beddings you buy, the type of food you buy, the type of everything you do, the phones, the homestead you want to create or construct. All these things are decisions. And when you are engaging in such form of decisions, then life becomes an easy way just to deviate to the wrong or to the right. You just need to choose what do you want as far as your life is concerned. I know there is a class of men of God who teach so much, even how to become a better person. Sometimes what dilutes what they teach is the other agendas that the ministries and churches have. There are a lot of motivation speakers here on earth, and they speak very substantive knowledge. But I was asking myself, why do we have a lot of good knowledge and still the bad is ruling over the good? And very many responses came to my thoughts. This good knowledge, if you want it to have an impact, you don't need to shout, you don't need to just do anything crazy. You just need to anchor it from the right base, or rather the zone. You have a heart first, that's where it begins. The moment you start talking to people things you're not doing, it will never change them. No matter how much they will feel impacted when you speak to them. What you tell them will remain as a story. They say person X is a great motivational speaker, but what you will tell them won't change their lives because what you are telling them is not what you are doing. So you are telling them based on the knowledge you have acquired, not what you're doing. The greatest motivational speakers that they can talk to you and you feel it, in most cases, they are speaking to you what they did, what is originating from their hearts. Motivational guides is like preaching. Mentorship is like preaching. Counseling is like preaching. You're changing somebody from one form to another. Therefore, it must not be hypocritical. It must be true and factual. So, most things you tell people to do, you must be able to do them first before you tell them how to do it. And I was challenging some writers in town, and I was asking them, if you write to us 7 ways to become a billionaire, and yourself you don't even have a bicycle, something is wrong. Probably you should read your book first. You become a billionaire, and then you become and tell us, you know what? The knowledge in this manuscript is what I did to become the person I am today. When you're a man of God and you're telling people that they can be blessed, they can buy cars, they can grow big, and yourself, you are suffering to fuel your motorbike, even to some. They still use matatus to go to church or pay motorbikes. The point is, what you're teaching is not evident in your life, and most likely, what the people you are teaching are not going to capture or get the magnitude of what you're saying. It will remain in history that you are a great preacher, a great motivation speaker. But very few people can stand and say, it's because of person X, my life never remained the same. That is a form of mentorship that we need to advocate. We want to raise young mentors and counselors and motivation speakers who don't pretend, hypocritical. They tell students to read hard and smart, but they don't do that. And they never did that when they were students. They want to tell people to avoid dating, multiple relationships, and they are doing that. Those two, life is spiritual. You can't connect. You cannot match the two. They can't go together. I tell you facts. Listen, I don't know how many people listen to this, but I tell you facts. And life is very easy. And you stay happy. And you keep winning. And you wake up in the morning and you're bigger than today. And you glorify God and say, thank you, Father, for the far you brought me. And you keep on pushing forward. And the secret is you must help someone. You must help someone with information, with the resources, with food. I mean, just make your life a life of helping. When it comes to a decision of choosing options of life, the obvious options, of course, there are those ecocentrically structured options, like you must be in school, you must be in church, you must be somewhere, you don't know, home early. Those are confined decisions. You can't abscond them. But there are these decisions that are anchored to your freedom. Actually, the real decisions are those decisions you make without somebody monitoring your moves. These are decisions you make without somebody engaging you in an instruction. Those are the real decisions that defines people. You realize that until past class 8, form 4, there are many decisions that you have not been making that you start making just after form 4 because freedom has just come in. And between the end of KCSE, for those who are doing that type of program, to the end of university, the decisions you make in that window, we're going to talk about it in our next clip, defines the fellow you are today. Even if you become rich afterwards, most of the problems you're facing, those characters, you build them when you are between the end of form 4 to the end of university. The chaos, the challenges, the everything, the happiness you see after graduation are created in that window. The bigger part. I know you can argue and say those are just few years, probably it's 5, 6, 7 years, and you are having year 1 to about year 12 in the junior classes. No, 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 no. It is built there because that is the window when you're making decisions without supervision. You're making decisions without restrictions. You're making decisions without somebody saying, this is wrong on your face. So those decisions you engage convert you to something else. I know you guys, your greatest worry is money, job, and good house and good marriage. You push so hard. And mark you me, most of you guys will get that. You'll get job, Some of you will start very big initiatives, you'll get money, good resources, blah blah. But then the end result of this operation is you must take care of your spiritual wing. Because with your richness, with your wealth, with your everything, without the spiritual understanding, something is wrong somewhere. You like it or not. You speak in English or Swahili. You speak in big language or small or I mean, you use which fellas, which terms in romance. I mean, the point is, if your spiritual section is weak, then the whole world will look at you and question you for your integrity. So you must be somebody who values humanity, somebody who knows what you want. You must be a young fella who has a purposeful life, a fella who knows where they're coming from and where you're leading, somebody with superb mindset, it's a fella of intelligence. Today I'm making my decision, a decision to define the rest of my life. It's a technical decision, as I said in the previous clip. This is a season I'm engaging in technical decisions, but intelligent decisions. And one thing is for sure, I love Jesus and I know who I am and I don't fail. And the zeal is soon. And with that momentum type of, and I'm very more willing to help the young people who want to exercise their success stories the spiritual way. It's beyond attending church, it's beyond praying, it's beyond reading the Bible. There is an arithmetic, there is a science to ensure that what you read from church, the prayers, the meditation put together, they define your victory. That is an equation that you must pursue. I won't get tired talking because I believe there's somebody today who is being born in Kenyatta Hospital that needs this information I'm sharing. There's somebody today whom their parents are getting married tomorrow that will need this information. And that's my motivation to keep doing this. Those who are already today, who can listen and see, they may not value this. But somebody God is raising in a particular nation, in a particular village, who needs this information. And that's why I have to package for them and prepare them psychologically and show them that the decision you engage right from the time you get out of the womb of your mother, the decisions that will be taken on your behalf, plus the decision you will make yourself put together, they define who you'll be. And that's how your life will be until the end of time. I don't push so hard. They change a class, they change a style, they change a formula, they change an environment. Those are footsteps to greatness for somebody who is intelligent, but they're also footsteps to failure for somebody who doesn't know what they want, why they were born, and why they do what they do. You must be somebody very, very, very intelligent. Don't judge the past. Actually, the best way to deal with this matter, you must put the past as a constant factor. It doesn't need to come into the present. It doesn't matter how many people have hurted you from yesterday backwards. It doesn't matter how many people are hurting you at this moment you're listening to this clip. What matters is what are you going to do from the next minute of your life. They look at you like this and they'll say, boy, don't play with those people that God has blessed. And that's my wish. And that's my dream. For all of you, I included, we must be bigger people, greater people indeed, for the better of our life. We must win. We must produce what it takes. We must conquer. And we must be somebody that God will be proud of when He looks at you, this generation. And of course, you'll go to heaven one day and you'll be a good kid all the days of your life. I know that this is a wonderful channel, and NTS Wisdom TV is a place to be. Drop a subscription and find a way of sharing this video with somebody. Probably there's a word or two that will make them better people now and forevermore. Wish you all the best and God bless you so very much.